What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Beyond Click and Cliff. Yeah, you got see, it's the problem's fixed. Got a new mic, but I don't like mics showing in my camera. But I'm sorry, that's how it's got to be when I do these podcasts, so I can get closer. You can hear my central voice. Anyway, that's probably creepy as all get out. But this is a Beyond Click and Cliff. It's a podcast where you have me on in the background. I just talk about stupid stuff, and maybe you like it, maybe you don't, maybe you think it's funny, maybe you think it's boring, or I just want something in the background. You get to hear my central voice. I'm not a voice actor. I never tried, but anyway, there's something to have you on in the background while you clean, mow, whatever you're doing. Maybe you need just a break in the silence. I'm your guy. We talk about life experiences, what's going on in my brain. That's a scary place, but other than that, I just life experience, life stories, and all that stuff. And I know it's only right now as you're hearing this, it's in August. So winter time is coming. Fall is coming. My favorite time of year. And I want to tell you about my early hunting experience because that's about that time. Um, I am a meat eater. I do hunt. Well, I used to hunt. I can't hunt anymore. But I used to, and I can't because of my disability. But I used to hunt to provide for my family with food. And deer hunt, squirrel, rabbit. I know there's a lot of people out there who love rabbits, but they're good to eat too. But anyway, we're not going to get into the gross aspect of it. And it's not really going to be about hurting animals right now. It's just telling you an experience I had, and it's kind of fun. There's two experiences that happened in the same day, and y'all going to see what kind of hunter I am here in a minute. I'm a ravish, but anyway, when I was young, I think I was in sixth grade. I took my hunting safety course. In the state of Missouri, you had to have it to hunt. That's kind of your hunting license. We did it, and me and my best friend wanted to go hunting. At that time, yes, we had guns, but it was locked up in our parents' gun rack, and they would never just let us go out there just because without them with a gun, because things could go wrong pretty quick. And almost did, guys. I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you 3 stories in this podcast, and all what could have been really dangerous. The first story I'm gonna tell you is me and my buddy. We were going to go rabbit hunting. Okay. My dad and his dad went and cut wood, and our job as in that age was we could split some wood, but we weren't quick as the older kids. Our job was to help load the wood in the trailer when they were done cutting and splitting it. So there was a good portion of the morning that we were just standing around doing nothing. So, like I said, we just got done with these hunter safety course, and that Christmas, our parents bought us those Red Ryder BB guns, spring loaded. I mean, kids, do not try this at home. These spring loaded Red Ryder BB guns, the worst damage it was going to do was poke you got shot in the eye. Other times, it usually just bounces off of you. Okay. But we weren't playing tag. Let's not go there. We weren't playing tag. We we go, we're going to go hunting. So the weekend before, we asked the guy that we were cutting the wood on, because we were, people used to call my dad and his dad to go thin out their woods a little bit. So we go out there and get the wood, cut the wood trees down. And we asked this old boy, hey, can we go rabbit hunting? Because we saw rabbits on his land. And he goes, yeah, go have a ball, So, so that weekend we bought some 2x4s. We're going to build us a tree stand. And our carpentry skills wasn't the best. So the week before we decided, before rabbit season, there's a season for everything. We went out there and we built us a tree stand in a tree out of wood, 2x4s, and a few nails. And I mean by few nails. We built the tree stand, and my buddy brought a blind. This is like a two-story in one because it all happened on that first hunt. My buddy had a beagle that we were trying to train. If you ever watched where the red fern grows, where you train a dog to be a hunting dog, and we were trying to train this beagle, but it turned up just being a pet. But anyway, we took it out there thinking we'll just go, we'll have him go chase rabbits out. We can kill us a rabbit. Well, the BB gun we had, we didn't kill nothing. I promise. We didn't even see one. We didn't even see one rabbit. But then we got about it. We'll just get up in the tree stand and just see if the one comes our way that we built. We use tree stands for rabbits. See what I'm talking about? We weren't very, in tune with it. We got up on that homemade tree stand, and he had a deer blind. He put down on the other end of the woods. He set up, and he was in there. Well, got up on a homemade tree stand. I was sitting there just chilling, listening to the squirrels chirp and all that, and playing around in the leaves. And then I heard a big old creak, then crack. That was a tree stand breaking underneath my legs. I was up 10 foot, and here I come tumbling to the ground. Knocked the wind out of me. Broke my BB gun I just got for Christmas. Oh, it hurt. So I gathered myself, and I started walking towards my friend. Yeah, you guessed it. I thought we had these two-way radios. I was hollering saying, I'm coming your way, so don't shoot me. And he never did respond. Apparently he had it shut off because I started walking towards where he was, and I got hit with a BB in the shoulder. I yelled at, oh yeah, that was me. You hear him say, oh crap, I'm sorry. Yeah, we were told in that hunting safety course to know what you're shooting at. And this was a good lesson. Good thing it wasn't a bow and arrow or a high-powered shotgun, because that would hurt probably a lot worse. So yeah, we did that. It was fun. I told him, man, that tree stand we built, it's broke. He goes, what? I was standing on it. Next thing I know, I was on the ground. So that plan didn't go through. It usually never does when we plan something. So that ended that day. We went back and helped load wood and went home. The next weekend, we went to my friend's uncle's house. And he said we could go rabbit hunting there. So all right, let's try this again. But we're not going to do deer stands. We're not going to do no blinds or deer stands. We're going to stay together. I'm going to take this beagle and just see what we find. We started walking in the woods, undergrowth, man. It was really a jungle because I was tripping over vines that was on the ground. I mean, it wasn't taken care of whatsoever. We started walking in there. We took a break, sat on a log, looking around, looking for rabbits. No rabbits to be found, because probably we were too loud, stomping around in the undergrowth of the woods. But we start hearing some footsteps, like animal. Just like, what in the world is that? It was big. We knew it was a big, and our minds went to thinking it was a Bigfoot or something like that. It was horrible. We got a little scared. We got a little freaked out. Whatever. We started. Well, let's just go back to the house. This day's almost done, and we didn't see nothing. We started walking back to the house, and we're hearing them footsteps. Look, we were looking over our shoulders, seeing, what is that? There is something out here. Getting a little bit more freaked out. We started going, man, what in the world? We kept going towards the house, and we get halfway back, and we turned the corner, and we looked. Imagine this. You turn around and get startled, and you fly backwards on your butt, okay? You didn't expect it coming. We turned around that corner, and this big old bull was standing there with horns, like a Texas Longhorn. I mean, they were big horns, and this was a bull. We turned around that corner of a brush and saw that. We flew back and landed on the ground. We looked at the bull. The bull was kicking the ground with his front hoof, and like, oh my God, he's gonna charge us. So boy, we took off running like we were getting chased by a bear. We got to the barbed wire, and I think he hurdled it in there. I mean, oh crap, I gotta get through this without tearing my pants. I mean, whew, it was just like, whoa. It was a good old time, but man, it's just the things you do when you're a kid to entertain yourself, I guess, per se. But oh my, I just wanted you to picture, like, I don't know if you've seen in the movies where they're walking around the corner and the bad guy's standing there with a gun. They look and they fall backwards on their butts and they're crawling trying to get back up to gain their footing to run away. That's what we look like. The adrenaline was pumping, and let's just say we didn't get nothing that whole season, because every time we did, we end up in different situations. One year, then the third story, we were cutting wood. My dad and his partner was just cutting wood. My friend's older brother was chopping the wood, and me and my friend was picking up and stacking it in on the trailer. We didn't bring our BB guns. We just was there to help. Next thing we know, a bear, kid you not, and we never really saw them around, but this was just a black bear showed up. My dad and him and his friend was just breaking. They didn't see it. I mean, this bear could probably killed him. And my friend's brother had his axe. He just started yelling and was gonna go chase him down with an axe. The bear got scared and ran away. He didn't even give us another look. He just turned around and ran. I mean, he wasn't there to do anything. And me and my friend looked at each other like, holy cow, that was in this woods the whole time, and we were out there rabbit hunting with just BB guns. Whew. Dangerous. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave this one with you today. Hope you enjoyed this podcast. If you do, please hit that like button down below. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think. And if you ain't subscribed, maybe consider subscribing. Like I always say, guys, be good to one another. Do unto others that you want done to yourself. Be somebody's light and somebody's darkest cloud. A little hello from you could brighten their day. Tell them they look nice. You like their hat. You like their glasses. Just be positive. The world's dark and gray. We all need a little bit of sunshine in our life, and we can do that for each other. That'd be awesome. Guys, until the next one. Bye-bye.